Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today I have a super relaxed come spend the day with me type video. I have so much planned today, so much to get done, so I figured what better opportunity to bring you along. So I am sitting here for just a minute and sipping one of my new favorite water combos, which is just fresh strawberry and cucumber. Loving it. And the weather is beautiful today. It's in the 80s. So I figured I will take you guys outside, show you a glimpse of my garden. We did a really minimal garden this year. Just tomatoes, peppers, jalapenos. What else? We did cucumbers and then one watermelon plant. So that's doing really well. And we just got a bunch of rain. So I will show you that. One of the unboxings is my essential oil box, and there's a couple DIYs that go along with summer and gardening, so I will show you that. And in just a minute here, I'm gonna be popping in a loaf of fresh sourdough bread, so I will show you what that looks like. So many fun things. I have a great recipe for dinner tonight. I figured I would bring you guys along. It takes just minutes to put together. It's pepper steak, and you can cook it in the skillet, but you can also cook it in the crock pot if you want. It's good both ways. So come along with me, spend the day, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. One of my very favorite things that I have learned this past year is how to make sourdough. It is such a process, and it truly is an art form in my opinion. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of trial and error, but there is nothing like a fresh loaf of bread. So this one I had sitting in the fridge overnight, and I was just popping it into the oven this morning, and here I was just scoring, adding a little bit of a design before throwing it in the oven. And then in a little bit, you'll get to see the loaf that I baked the day prior. And that is my favorite flavored loaf, which is a cheddar and jalapeno. If any of you are interested in learning how to make sourdough, my friend Ash on Instagram has the most amazing class, so I can link you to her page and share some more info with you. Just send me a DM. I'll put my Instagram handle right here. Mornings are really special for me and my 2-year-old because it is usually just me and him. So we have breakfast and we color and play, and I just love this time together. So I was making a quick breakfast for us, and then we go outside every single day, and I will show you a glimpse of our garden. And look at how beautiful this bread came out. I love seeing how the designs come out because it's different every single time. So I'm just gonna set this on the counter to cool a bit. And while my little guy colors, I figured I would take you guys along with a couple unboxings. So I'm unboxing a package from Hotel Chocolat, and I talked about this, I think it was a while ago, and I think it was mostly on my Instagram, but a few of you have asked what this is, and this is a hot chocolate maker. It's amazing, and it has like a little whisk inside, but the company that puts it out is Untitled Chapter, and they were having a sale last week. So this was a freebie I got for my husband. These are like gourmet chocolates, and he really likes caramel and he really likes cheesecake. So this was a freebie. And then these are the packets that you can buy, and it's pure chocolate. There's a bunch of different flavors. They are so good. It is gourmet hot chocolate. We don't eat a ton of, you cannot have that. That's Daddy's. But you can have this, I mean, whenever. We don't drink a ton of it in the summer, but in the winter, this is like perfect, or if you have like a chilly night. So this is their milky 50% flavor. And then I got the classic, which is my favorite. It's 70% chocolate. I will tell you, these are not super sweet. They're more of like a real chocolate flavor, but it's so good, guys. Another milky. This is, so the hot chocolate maker is called the Velvetizer. It makes it so smooth. Those are the 3 different colors. So I got another milky. What else? I forget what I got. Another classic. These very rarely go on sale, so I decided to stock up. This, another classic. And this one's new to me. This is mint. I love a good mint chocolate. So this is 70% dark, and then it has Tasmanian peppermint in it. So let me show you what these look like. So they come in these boxes. They're sealed. And they come in little pre-measured packets. So you dump this in, this is like shaved chocolate, and you add your milk of choice. So good. I had some fresh strawberries that I just wanted to quickly wash and let dry so I could put them away in the refrigerator. And there is nothing like strawberries when they are in season. And right now, ours are amazing. The other unboxing I wanted to share with you was the June monthly essential oil recipe box from Simply Earth. You guys know I love Simply Earth, and this one is perfect because the theme is summer garden. Let's open up the box together and we'll see what's in it, and then I'll show you a couple of the DIYs because this one had some awesome DIY recipe cards in it. So the first thing that came in the box was a 2-ounce plastic bottle, which we will use in just a little bit. These 2 little containers are for a lip balm recipe, which is one of the recipes in this month's box. So you have 2 of those. They also sent floating wicks, which I have never used before, and I love them. I will also show you how those work. They're really simple. They're little circles, and they have a wick that you poke through the middle, and then they will float, and I'll show you how we're going to use them in just a few minutes. Another thing that was in the box was this dried peppermint leaves. They smelled amazing. You could smell them right through the package. So these are some of the ingredients that you need for the DIYs, along with some of the ingredients that come in your bonus box. You also get these really fun labels, and the circular labels on the left go on the top of your oil bottles, so that if you're looking at them from the top down, you can see which one that you have. You get 6 recipe cards every single month. So this month had a garden spray to keep pests away, a Citronella floating candle, which was my absolute favorite, Peppermint Infused Oil, a bug off roll-on, which I don't know about you guys, but the bugs are real here right now, so we'll definitely be using that, a Summer Lovin' lip balm, and then a Surf's Up diffuser blend. They always include an excellent diffuser blend every single month. And then on the back of one of the cards, it gives you a rundown of everything in the box. My favorite part about these boxes is obviously the full-size oils. These are 15 milliliters. The quality is exceptional. So the first one was lemongrass, which I actually really enjoy, especially in the summer, and it's great as a pest repellent. So that was the first one. The second one is mandarin. You guys know I love anything citrus, and mandarin is one of my favorites. Citronella, which again is awesome for this buggy type of season that we're in, and we're going to be using that in the floating candle recipe. And then last is a Simply Earth's blend called Good Vibes, and this is to help with hormonal balance and just making you feel joyful. It has a bunch of really great oils blended together, including lavender, lemon, geranium. So good. So this is everything that you receive in the monthly June box. So the monthly subscription is $39.99, but keep in mind you also, on top of all of this, you get a bonus box with your first order when you sign up, as well as every 6 months, which is a big box full of supplies for DIYs, including really great quality coconut oil, almond oil, all the little containers to make these DIYs. So well worth the money. I also have a code for you if you want to sign up for the monthly subscription service. You can cancel at any time, but if you use the code WHENWITHJENNFREE, you will get a free $40 gift card for a future purchase. And you can try one of these boxes out and see if it is something that you would enjoy. So I will have all the information linked below in the description box, and let me know if you have any questions. It was really hard to pick just 2 recipes to show you guys for the DIY portion, and we're going to be doing floating candles, and then I'm also going to be showing you the garden spray, and let me just tell you, this garden spray works amazing. I have not seen any bugs on my plants, and it is the simplest recipe. So this bottle is the one that came in the box, and then I'm just putting the label that says garden spray right on there. We're going to fill this with water, and I'm just using my Berkey water. You can use filtered water. Depending upon what your tap water is, you could probably just use that too. And then you just add a couple drops of citronella. This is safe for your garden. This is safe for your flowers. I have used it on all of my flowers, my herb garden, and then also all of my plants in my veggie garden. Next up, I'm going to show you these really fun citronella floating candles. I thought this was just so out of the box and so beautiful. So you just take your container of choice. I just have this really pretty bubbled glass container. I put some flowers and a couple seashells in the bottom. You're going to fill it about 3/4 of the way up with water, just water. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of a neutral oil. You can use vegetable oil. I'm using grapeseed oil, and this will allow the wick that's going to float on top to burn. So we're going to add about 15 drops of lemongrass. I did up the amount of drops compared to what the recipe card called for. I think it was 15 total. I did 15 of each, both lemongrass and citronella. But these work amazing. They keep the bugs away, they smell really fresh and lemony, and they're really pretty too. You just pop the wick through the floating circular piece, and then you light it, and this will stay lit for about 2 hours with 2 tablespoons of oil. And look at how pretty these are. This is definitely my favorite recipe for this month. This is not something I would have thought of on my own, which is one of the things I love about these monthly boxes. It gives you new ideas and new things to try. As for that garden spray, I cannot say enough good things about it. I know it's only a couple drops of citronella, but I sprayed these on my tomato plants and my cucumbers and peppers, and I have not seen any bugs. You just give a light spray on the top and bottom of the leaves every 5 to 7 days, and you're good to go. Alright, let's skip ahead to dinner, and I'm going to show you a really easy dinner that I like to make for my husband and myself. It can be put together in under 20 minutes. It's really delicious, and like I said before, this can be totally made in the crock pot. You just throw it in the crock pot and cook it for about 4 hours, and you're good to go. The longest thing is the rice. So I have rice going on the stove, and I'm just chopping up 2 green and 2 red bell peppers. And you're gonna notice I'm actually making 2 dinners. I'll do this sometimes, and I made enough for tonight for me and my husband. My kids ate something different on this night, but then I'm also gonna put some in a freezer bag for an easy weeknight dinner when I need it. A lot of this you can do ahead of time if you want to do some meal prep. You can slice your peppers and cut up your garlic. I'm using 3 cloves of garlic, and I will put the recipe that I use below. I'll write it out for you guys, but I really just guesstimate this because we make this pretty often. So I'm chopping up 3 cloves of garlic. I have 4 bell peppers. I have my rice going, and wait until you see how quickly this comes together. So this is the sauce, and I'm going to be making this twice. I'm only going to show you once because you only need to see it once. I have 1/3 cup of low sodium soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm going to guesstimate and say it's about 4 teaspoons of brown sugar, maybe a little bit less because I don't like this super sweet, and then 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. You can use rice wine vinegar. You could probably even use white vinegar if that's all you have on hand. You just want to stir this up, and then this one that I'm making right here is the one that I'm going to put in my freezer bag. So if you are making this all at one time, you want to double this. I have my thinly sliced steak, and you can use whatever cut of steak you have. You just want it to be sliced thin because it's going to cook really quickly. So for my freezer bag, I put the steak in the bottom, I put peppers. I don't think I showed it here, but I did add garlic. And then you just pour the marinade over top, label it, and pop it in the freezer. And you can let this defrost and throw it in a crock pot or heat it up in a skillet, and your dinner is ready in no time. The other half of my ingredients I'm going to be using for dinner tonight. So I have my cast iron skillet heating up over medium heat. I have a little bit of grapeseed oil, and I'm just going to add my steak right in and give it a good sear. It takes just 2 or 3 minutes, and then your steak will look like this. You can also make this with chicken. That's really good too. And then you want to remove your beef from the pan. So I just dumped it into a bowl and kind of set it to the side. Next, we're going to use the same pan, and I'm adding all of my sliced peppers, and we're gonna just let this cook for a couple minutes and let them cook down. I added the rest of my chopped garlic and just let this cook for a few minutes. I let my peppers get a little bit of color on them, and then I add the same mixture of sauce that I showed you before, and it thickens right up. So if you like it really thick, you can leave it just like this. I like to add about 1/3 cup of water, and it just makes the most beautiful sauce, and dinner is done. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and hopefully it gave you some inspiration, whether it is to relax and enjoy the little things, to get outside, to cook a delicious meal for your family, or whether it has to do with essential oils. I hope you are all doing amazing, and if you are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. I'll see you in the next one.